I started this painting with a simple sketch and a wash of burnt sienna, liquid, and thinner to cover that ugly white canvas. This painting is of a sunset taken in the fall. It is in Searsport, Maine at the Searsport Campground. This photo was taken by the owner of the campground. My wife and I used to go there quite often, and I asked her if I could paint that. And the painting enticed me because it's an evening picture. The sun's shining through those clouds on the horizon, and you have those heavy, dark, storm-like clouds. And then you have that roaring campfire going in the foreground. The campground's located on Penobscot Bay. In this photo, the water was calm. You had puddles from the receding tide, and everything was just reflecting that sky. So you had quite the contrast between that and the darkness of the landscape. I paint in alkaloid oils, so I paint in layers. My sessions are usually 2.5, 3, 4 hours at a time. Then it dries, and the next day I'm back at it. So I can build up those layers to create that realistic look. I think painting in layers, starting on a dried surface every day, has an advantage that you get clean, crisp colors. You tend not to make mud unless you're making mud intentionally. So that's why I like about that method. And I can just build up to the point where I say that's it. Sometimes it's difficult to see, but in the time lapse you'll see me go across the water or different surfaces, the clouds, with a large brush. That brush is a cosmetic brush that women use to put on makeup. They're very soft, feather-like, and when you want to soften the look and feel of your clouds, smooth out the water, that's the brush to use. I glance those so lightly across those surfaces. When you look at the brush, you rarely see any color on there. I just simply wash it with a little Dawn in warm water and just let it dry out for the next day. I believe this is the first painting where I ever dealt with flames, so that was a challenge. And it turned out once again that the dagger brush is the perfect brush to recreate these flames. I used maybe 4 different shades of orange, red orange, tones of yellow to create those flames. It was fairly quick and easy to do. And then I lightly brushed it with the cosmetic brush that I told you about to smooth it out somewhat. There's the brush right there. The actual paints that I used for those flames were Cad Red Deep, Cad Yellow Medium, a touch of Titan White, but not much. And I adjusted those tones with some degree of yellow ochre, and I believe a little burnt sienna for that earthy orange look. There were some tall, unidentifiable plants behind the fire pit. Those were all in silhouette, so they were pretty easy to paint. Again, I'm using a brownish black mixture of burnt umber with ultramarine blue, and well thinned out so that I got crisp branches and leaves. There's some of that weed right into the reflective sunlight on the water, and I mixed that black with red and yellow and lightened it up a bit so that it looked like it was catching a lot of that indirect light. Once again, I'm using a dagger brush to create those little leaves on there, and all I'm doing is using the point or the side of the point of the dagger to get that effect. And then I'm using the dagger again to get maple leaves up at the top. If you'd like to see me do some real-time videos on individual subjects of these paintings, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.